Hello guys, welcome to part 23 of What If Minato Had Adopted Obito. First of all, I want to say that this story doesn't belong to me, so if you want to read the full story for yourself, you can go down in the description to find the link to the original post and read the full story for yourself. That being said, let's get into the video. What If Minato Had Adopted Obito, part 22. Fugaku refused to wait any longer. The leaf just kept lowering and lowering. The amount of power of the Uchiha had to the point they were almost on the same level as as the other clan. The Uchiha were one of the first clans who formed this village. They deserved more power than the other clans. The Senju only had Tsunade and her daughter left, so their power should be reduced. Therefore, the Uchiha deserved the most power of all the clans in the entire village. He had heard some reports saying there might finally be an Uchiha as a Hokage. Imagine his shock when he found out it was Obito they were talking about. Obito they were talking about. The old fool was looking to retire again, and he was looking at Obito, Jiraiya, and Tsunade to replace him. There was no way he could let the first Uchiha Hokage to be someone who had betrayed them. The time had come. They had been talking about it for quite some time now. They were finally going to take their rightful place as the leaders of the village. Itachi was walking through the Uchiha compound. He was on his way to his father's office to tell him about his most recent mission. He heard voices from the other side of the doors to his father's office, and it's finally time. This pathetic village, this pathetic little village will bow to his knees before us. We have earned this right. In 2 days we will act. We have lost Shishui, but we have still got Itachi. Once he returns from his mission, we will brief him on his role in all of this. One of the others shook up. Are we sure we can trust him? Rumor says it. He is one of the he is one of the downers of Shishui. Itachi whined at that. While he was the one who killed Shishui, in a sense, it was at his request. Shishui was being used as a weapon, something he hated. So he jumped into the river and told Itachi not to save him. He had asked Itachi to kill him and take his remaining eye as Danzo had stolen the other one. His eyes had the ability to hypnotize and control almost anyone. It was hypnotize and control almost anyone. It was almost dangerous to keep in anyone's possession but Itachi. Shishui died and Itachi had ended up with the Mongekyo Shoringan through it. He turned around and headed to the Hokage office, but stopped once he reached Sasuke's room, grabbing his brother in a manner that wouldn't wake him up. Itachi kept moving to the Hokage office. No way in hell he was leaving his brother to be kept with those madmen. Sarutobi couldn't believe what he was hearing. They were really going to betray us. You're sure about that? Itachi looked at his brother, who was sleeping on a nearby couch. Yes, they have heard rumors that Obito would be the next Hokage and are furious about it. Sarutobi was shocked to hear that. What? But I have told almost no one about that. Who could have told them? Wait, Danzo, of course. He knows the Uchiha stands no chance against all of us, especially if he finds a way to tip us off first. With the Uchiha clan weekend, he could have them right in his hands. I can't believe he would go that far just for politics. It's something even I have never imagined he could do. Itachi frowned. What do you think we should do? Sarutobi wasn't sure. I would say gather the council, but frankly, I cannot trust them seeing as how it looks. Danzo was the one who targeted this. Triggered this. I will go and see if I can talk them down, offering them some kind of consolation prize. Itachi didn't think that was a great idea. Do you think that's wise? After all, they could simply launch a surprise attack on us. Saratobi shook his head. I can handle myself just fine. A battle with me would certainly draw attention, which would bring me reinforcements. Itachi couldn't really argue with his logic. All right, sir, but I should go with you. They will be more willing to talk to you if I am there. They wouldn't want to lose their golden pawn after all. Sarutobi got up and walked to the door. We will leave Sasuke here for now. No reason to bring him along and put him at risk. My security can keep an eye on him. Itachi was satisfied with that and followed Sarutobi as he left the Hokage office. Sarutobi got to the Uchiha compound and smelled a familiar scent. That scent calmed down his senses. Senior spine blood. Sarutobi spine blood. Sarutobi and Itachi rushed into the Uchiha compound to find dead bodies everywhere. The ground was drained crimson with a few severed body parts around them. This didn't make sense. Who on earth did this? Only Itachi and Sarutobi knew of the revolt. Who else had any reason to kill them? That's when they heard the voice. I would say it was nothing personal, but frankly, I could enjoy killing all of the bastards of the Uchiha. Sarutobi saw that it was the same bandaged woman from before. Aren't you the one of those Uchiha bastards? Bastards. The woman shrugged. I was once, but I got out the second I could. It was time for the Uchiha clan to die. Perhaps you and the others can be rebuild it in a better form. If Itachi felt rather dizzy, how, who, how all did you kill all of them? The woman simply undid her bandage. I am afraid the only one your brother Obito and Kakashi are the only remaining Uchihas now. Itachi was ready to vomit and the woman turned away. The Uchiha could be much of a threat to me. The Uchiha would be a much of a threat to me, especially if they took over the village. I handled them. Sarutobi got into a battle-ready position. I don't know who you are, but you are not leaving the all of this village. All of this village. Nice line. The omen laughed. Oh, I am already gone. This is just a genjutsu. It's simply to the one I used on the entire compound. They were never saw me coming. As for who I am, I will leave that to you to figure out. Even she vanished into thin air, leaving Sarutobi to groan at the situation. Itachi had finally regained his breathing and turned to the Hokage. So what now? Sarutobi ground his teeth. We head back to the office and try to think of some way to explain all of this to the council without it sounding insane. Insane. The whole village knew by morning. Most of them couldn't believe the entire Uchiha had been slaughtered like that. Sarutobi had explained it all to the council last night during an emergency meeting. The only thing he had kept secret was that the fact Uchiha intended to attack the village if that woman hadn't stopped them. If everyone's first question was the same, who was this woman that managed to kill an entire clan of on her own? The only thing they knew for sure about her is that she was an Uchiha, but that wasn't really much help. They had checked all the dead bodies to see who was missing from them. Seems like the easiest way to find out who she was. However, there was no Uchiha unaccounted for. Even everything they found raised more questions than it answered. Sarutobi genuinely had no idea where to go from here. He knew one thing though, he didn't envy Itachi trying to explain all of this to Sasuke. He didn't envy Itachi trying to explain all of this to Sasuke. Sasuke was about to faint. He felt nervous too. His parents were dead. Almost his entire family was dead. He only had Itachi left. Sasuke turned to his brother with tears in his eyes. How did this happen? Why had they killed? Itachi nodded. Yes, they were. I'm sorry, Sasuke. I know you must be very scared right now. Sasuke suddenly yelled. Tears will stream down his who was it? Tears streaming down his face. Who was it? Itachi was surprised that his brother was screaming at him like that. And we are not sure who she was, but she was an Uchiha at one time. Oh, nice. Sasuke started to go from sad to angry. We are gonna get her someday. I will kill her. Itachi frowned. Sasuke, calm yourself. I know you are angry, but whatever you need to do right now is get your thoughts through and figure out what we need to do now. Sasuke wimped and wiped his tears. He had to be strong like his brother. Where are we staying? As Itachi was about to say, he didn't know when he had heard a knock at the door. They were in a side room in the Hokage's building, so Itachi wasn't really sure who was. Oh, he opened the door and found Obito and Kakashi on the other side. Side note: Kakashi on the other side. Obito gave Itachi a sympathetic look. Hello, Itachi. How are you holding up? Itachi sighed. I have been much better. I will tell you that much. Kakashi ran up to Sasuke. Hey, Sasuke. Kakashi heard you said and want to come make you feel better. Hey, Sasuke. Kakashi heard you said and want to make you feel better. Sasuke was a little surprised how enthusiastic he was. Thanks, I guess. Obito smiled at his son and turned to Itachi. I know we aren't officially Uchihas, but we are still families as far as I'm concerned. If you need anything, all you need to do is ask. Itachi mugged over what he had just said. We do need a place to stay. Kakashi jumped up. Oh, can they stay with us, Dad? Can they? Can they? Obito laughed. Of course, if they want to anyways. Kakashi turned to Sasuke. Please stay with us. Kakashi promises you will have a good time. Sasuke was spectre turned to his big brother, who smiled and turned to Obito. We'd be happy to stay with you. Thank you very much. Kakashi grabbed Sasuke's hand and pulled him out of the room. Come on, you're going to love our house. Itachi and Obito chuckled as Kakashi dragged Sasuke to the house. Hopefully the kids could keep Sasuke's minds off everything. Sasuke was completely thrown off how nice everyone on the Senju's estates were. It was nothing like the Uchiha compound. Rather than dark, dim, and quiet, it was bright and loud. His parents weren't nearly as lively as these guys seemed to be. He had ended up walking with Naruto, Kakashi, and Mito to the first day of the academy, along with their parents and their big brother. Sasuke got several funny looks from almost everyone he walked past, which he knew was because of the massacre. When they finally reached the academy, he was just glad not to have anyone stare at him. As soon as they got there, Mito ran up to Kiba so that she could pet Akamaru, Kiba's dog and partner. Mito worked with animals at vet to start with her medic training, and she found she absolutely loved animals. Akamaru yelped happily as she got his belly scratch. Oh, who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are. Kiba was always amazed at how good Mito was with animals. Akamaru rolled over every time he sees you. It's like he knows you're gonna rub his belly. Mito shrugged. He just knows me well then. Aino ran up to Mito. Mito, can you believe it? We're gonna be actually ninjas soon. Mito stopped petting Akamaru and hugged Ino. I'm so excited. Hinata was looking nervous as always. Naruto went up to her. Hey, Hinata, ready for your first day? Hinata smiled shyly. Yes, thank you, Naruto. And finally, the teacher opened the door. He had a brown hair and a scar right below his eyes. All right, everyone, welcome to your first day here at the academy. You may call me Iruka Sensei. Come on in, and let's get started. As they walked back in, Anko was grinning. That guy with the scar was a cutie. Rin rolled her eyes. You and Scars, I'm surprised you aren't after Ibiki. You and Scars, I'm surprised you aren't after Ibiki. Anko shook her head. Nah, he's too much of a big tough guy. I need someone to balance me out, you know? Rin raised an eyebrow. Right. That's all for part 23. If you wanna be notified for future parts and other videos, the best way is by subscribing. And if you have any kind of question, you can leave them down in the comment section, and I will try to reply to them as soon as possible. That's all for part 23. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.